I chose to honor my grandparents because they have lived through a significant amount of change throughout their lives, and they are my grandparents. I asked both of my grandparents 19 questions, and 9 of them are questions about the time period they were born in, and the other 10 questions were personal interview questions. My grandfather was born on November 1st, 1929, when Herbert Hoover was president, and my grandmother was born on February 17th, 1938, when Franklin Roosevelt was president. The day before my grandfather's birth, the stock market crashed, leading to the Great Depression. In 1938, the year my grandmother was born, the March of Dimes was established by Roosevelt to fight polio. The movie of the year in 1929 was Pandora's Box, and in 1938, the movie of the year was The Adventures of Robin Hood. Both of my grandparents were born before the TV was released. The song of the year when my grandfather was born was Louis Armstrong's song When You're Smiling. When my grandmother was born, the song of the year was Sidney Bechet's song Summertime. In 1929, a gallon of gas was around 10 cents, and in 1938, a gallon of gas was around 20 cents. A loaf of bread was around 9 cents in 1929 and in 1938. My grandmother's first car was an Oldsmobile, and my grandfather's first car was a 1953 Ford convertible. I asked them where they lived as a child, and both of them said that they have been in Memphis for most of their lives. I asked them what school they went to and what it was like, and my grandfather said that he went to Bellevue Junior High, which was alright, and Central High School, which was pretty hard. My grandmother said that she went to St. Mary's from 1st to 4th grade, and that it was hard, but she enjoyed it, and she went to East High from 5th to 12th grade, and that the buildings were brand new and beautiful. I asked my grandparents what college they went to and what it was like, and my granddad said that he went to the University of Memphis, which was Memphis State at the time, for his freshman year, and that Miss America was a student there. He said it was a good school. Then he went to the University of Tennessee for the last 3 years of college, and he said that it was enjoyable. My grandmother said that she went to Rhodes College and the University of Illinois. She said that she loved the University of Illinois and didn't like Rhodes so much. I asked them what their favorite activities were as a child. My grandmother said that there were no girls in her neighborhood, so she played boy games with the boys in her neighborhood until she was around 12. My grandfather said that he liked to play sandlot football, and he played pool in a high school. When I asked them where they were and what they were doing when the first man landed on the moon, my grandfather said that he was watching television at home, and my grandmother said she was at her neighbor's house watching television. I asked them how they reacted to Martin Luther King's death. My grandfather said that it had upset him and that he remembered the protests that went on afterwards. My grandmother said that her initial reaction was that she was nauseated. My granddad said that he was horrified when John F. Kennedy was assassinated, and my grandmother said that she was even more nauseated than when Martin Luther King died. I asked my grandparents what the first presidential election they took part in, and they both said it was John F. Kennedy versus Richard Nixon. I asked them how much their first cars cost, and my grandmother said that hers was $7,500 and my grandfather's was $3,400. When I asked them how much their first house cost, they both said $14,250 because they got the house together. So we can now conclude that a lot has changed since then, even though it really hasn't been that long ago.